So, what do you do when you see someone at work doing something, well, dangerous? It can be a really tough conversation to have, right? Today, we're going to look at exactly that, how to handle a situation like this, using simple, clear words to make sure everyone stays safe.
Warehouses can be pretty hectic places. You've got heavy machines, people moving around fast, and with all that going on, even a small mistake can turn into a really big problem. That's why talking about safety in a clear way is just so important for everybody. Just think about this sentence for a second. One accident could cause serious injuries. Wow, it really shows you that one little slip-up can change someone's life forever. And that's exactly why safety has to be number one on everyone's mind. Okay, so before we dive into the situation we're going to look at, let's first get comfortable with a few key words. These are terms you'll hear supervisors use, and they're really important for understanding what's going on.
First up, the forklift. You've probably seen these. It's that special vehicle you see in warehouses that lifts and moves all the really heavy stuff, like those big boxes on wooden pallets. And the person driving that forklift? Well, that's the operator. It's their job to move all those heavy things around the warehouse safely. Now, this word, unsafe, is a big one. It just means something is dangerous. It's something that could cause an accident or, really hurt someone. It's the total opposite of safe. And a violation? That's just what happens when someone breaks a rule. At work, safety rules are a huge deal, so a violation is something that's taken very seriously. All right, now that we've got those words down, let's watch how this plays out in a real situation. We're going to listen in on a conversation between a supervisor and a forklift operator, a guy named Tom. Pay close attention to the words they both use. See that? The supervisor spots a problem and she acts immediately. Notice how clear her words are. Stop and right now. There's absolutely no room for confusion. But Tom, he doesn't get it. From his point of view, he's just trying to get his work done quickly. He doesn't even realize he's doing anything dangerous. And listen to the supervisor's response. She's not angry, she's calm. That's so important because it keeps things from getting worse. Instead, she just clearly states the exact problem: speeding in a pedestrian area. So, Tom explains himself. In his mind, hey, the area was empty, so what's the big deal? He's only thinking about what he could see in that one moment, not about what could have happened. And here it is. This is the key moment. The supervisor brings the conversation right back to the main point: safety. She makes it clear that it doesn't matter if someone was there or not. The action itself was unsafe, and that's all that matters. Okay, so we've heard the conversation. Now let's actually break down what the supervisor did and why it works so well. There's a really smart and simple method going on here that we can all learn from. It really all comes down to these three simple steps. First, you stop the unsafe action. Second, you state the violation. What was the rule that was broken? And third, you explain why it's about safety. It's this simple 1, 2, 3 approach that makes it so effective. This slide really shows the whole problem, doesn't it? On one side, you have Tom, and he's thinking about speed, about getting the job done fast. But on the other side, the supervisor is focused on one thing: safety and following the rules. They're looking at the very same moment, but seeing two totally different things. So what's the big lesson here? What's the main idea we should take away from this whole thing? Well, it's a lesson that's not just for warehouses, but for, pretty much everywhere in life. This is it. This is the core lesson. Safety is more important than speed. Getting a job done fast feels good, but it is never, ever more important than making sure nobody gets hurt. So let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. When you see something unsafe, step in right away. Use simple, clear words. Tell the person the exact problem. And most important of all, always put safety first. The skills we talked about today, using clear words to fix a problem, that's useful for more than just work. So here's a final thought for you. Where in your own life could clear communication help prevent a problem? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.